कहीं ना लगे तेरे बिना दिल कहीं ना लगे ओ मेरे मीठे बाबा बाबा
ओम शांति ओम शांति
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति कहाँ बैठे हैं?
Where are you sitting?
शुरू में कहते थे बाबा सवेर में अमृत वेले है बाबा.
In the beginning we used to say
अमृत वेले है बाबा.
that at Amrit Vela there's Baba,
और फिर
and then
इस टाइम में टीचर.
then at Murli time Baba is the teacher.
सवेर में बाबा होने से
In-
कुछ कहता नहीं है.
So in the morning when Baba is Baba, he doesn't really say anything.
अपने की फीलिंग देता है.
He just gives you the feeling.
अमृत वेले का मैं तो
The significance of Amrit Vela
इसलिए बहुत बहुत दिल में है
is there in my heart
क्यों बाबा हमारा
because my
अमृत
Baba
वेले
at Amrit Vela,
खचाए लाता है.
he shakes my bed. He doesn't let me sleep.
एक बार GRC में
Once in GRC,
रिट्रीट थी
there was a retreat.
तो मैंने शाम को बोला सुबह को सवेरे उठना होगा.
I'd said in the evening for everyone, I'd invited everyone to wake up in the morning, and everybody said, how will they all wake up? It must have been the guests.
सोने नहीं देता है
And
ना.
Daddy said, the atmosphere is such that it shakes, it doesn't let you sleep.
तो सबसे अच्छा अनुभव बाबा का है अमृत वेले.
So the best experience of Baba is at Amrit Vela. And then at this time,
से जो बोली सुनते हैं ना,
those who listen to Murli with attention,
कौन सुना रहा है क्या सुना रहा है.
then there's the realization of who is teaching you and what he is teaching.
चलो सुबह को तो प्यार में है.
In the morning, he gives, you sit with the feeling of love.
अभी
Now,
बुद्धि कहाँ न जावे.
your intellect shouldn't go anywhere
एक अक्षर मिस न होवे.
for you not to miss one letter, one word.
तो टीचर का प्यार
So the love of the teacher, the hopes of the
पूर्ण
teacher,
करने वाला.
you will be able to fulfill that. You are the student who fulfills the hopes of the teacher. And then when you understand, you'll be able to explain it to others. So first he is explaining to me,
कितना बारी कहता है.
and then listen to how many times Baba says in the Murli to explain to others.
समझेंगे समझाएंगे नहीं.
When you understand, then you can make others understand. Who has
बाबा ने
followed
उंगली चले,
this?
फौरन जाकर समझाया.
When Baba relates something in the Murli, to then straight away go and explain that to someone. To explain the pictures.
मुझे वो दृश्य सामने आते हैं.
I remember the
जब
scenes
मैं पहला बारी आई ना, पहला बारी
when I first came.
हैदराबाद से कराची. बाबा
When I first came from Hyderabad to Karachi, then Baba was creating the picture of the cycle with the swastika, with the 4 lines.
ये
So the knowledge of the cycle was later, but he was creating the 4 lines of the 4 ages,
ये पीछे किया.
and then creating a circle around those 4 lines and 4 ages. That was made later. But the knowledge we got at the start, and from that day till today,
मतलब वही बातें
those things,
मैं कहती हूँ रिपीट नहीं करता है.
Baba doesn't repeat those same things that he used to at the start. Sometimes people say, oh, there's nothing new in the Murli, it's the same thing. Daddy's saying, I can speak till 7:45 or 8. She's asking.
तो मेरे को आप लोग नोट्स लेते हो ना,
So you take notes.
मेरे को नोट्स नहीं लेता
Baba
था।
didn't used to let me take notes.
एक दो बारी मैंने कहा
Once or twice I
शांतामणि जैसे
said,
भी लिखते हैं, सब लिखते हैं,
Dadi
मैं भी
Shantamani makes notes.
कहा
I want to
लिखेंगे
make
किसको
notes.
भेजना है वो बुद्धि में होऊंगा।
Then Baba said that if you're making notes whilst listening to the
लिखे।
Murli, then you're thinking
या
about
पढ़ने का तो वो टाइम मिलेगा
what
क्या?
points to send to other people.
इसे
And you're not
ध्यान
really
से
studying for
सुनना,
yourself. And so to listen with
दिल में
attention,
समाना,
to let that merge
भर
in
में
your
स्वरूप में
heart,
मिलाना।
then through the day to become the
दिन भर में
embodiment of
स्वरूप में
that.
मिलाना।
You have the whole day to become the embodiment of those points.
तो लगेगा सतगुरु के श्रीमत पर चलने से
Then you'll feel that by following the elevated directions of the Sadguru,
ऊपर भी आया
that you are doing that.
रंजित
It was a
सिंह
good brother from yesterday. He came upstairs in Diamond
आशीर्वाद
House.
करो हमको।
He just wanted some blessings
मेरे को
from
जब कोई
Daddy.
आशीर्वाद करो मेरे अंदर
In
आता
in
है।
Hindi, another word for blessings is Ashirvad, which is
आशीर्वाद
more a
मांगी
devotional
नहीं है।
feeling where people want a great person's hand on their head, their good wishes. And so when Daddy
मांगी
always
नहीं है।
feels
आशीर्वाद
that
है।
I've never asked for these kind of blessings from others, but people
जो
that's
बाबा ने
that's what they want.
साकार में भी जब पहले बारी मिली
So when
बाबा
I
से,
first met Sakar
मैं
Baba,
समझती मेरा मुंह बड़ा है, बिंदरी हूँ, और ये छोटे कद वाली हूँ।
I
Body
thought,
conscious
I had a bit of body consciousness. I thought
Baba ने
about
बताया,
how
ये जो
short I
बड़ा है
was,
ना,
a big face,
अच्छा था।
I was small.
उसको अच्छा लगा।
But Baba put his
बाबा को
hand
पसंद आया मेरा बात।
by my forehead, and I really liked that.
मैं कोई नहीं कहता था तुमको पसंद था, मैंने पसंद ही मैं चाहती तो नहीं थी, मैं जो ऐसा कोई मैं श्रृंगार करूँगा मैं बहुत है।
I never
Baba
wanted
को
to kind of
पसंद है।
put makeup
खुशी
or
बहुत
anything,
बाबा
or
में पसंद
but
आई।
when Baba put his hand on my forehead, there was a
अगर
feeling
बाबा
that
क्या करता
Baba
है?
likes me. And
यहाँ
so
भी
what
है
does
कि बाबा
Abhyakt
से
Bab
फोटो
Dada,
लेकर
what does he
बैठा
do?
रहता है। शास्त्री भवन में बाबा मेरे साथ बैठा है,
So in Shanti, when Bab Dada is with me,
प्यार करता है।
he gives me lots of love. What does he
मैं
do
कहती
when he
याद
comes?
माना क्या है प्यार।
So what is remembrance?
बाबा
Love.
इतना जो कहते याद करो याद करो याद
Baba
करने
keeps on
वाला है,
saying, remember
आज तक।
me, remember me.
जो कम याद करता है वो नास्तिक।
So those who remember less
नास्तिक।
are atheists. The
नास्तिक
ones,
है तो नास्तिक है माना
what does it mean to be an
बहुत
atheist? Means
उसकी चलन चेहरा
their
बातचीत।
character, the way they talk.
पर कोई है ना
quite rough.
नास्तिक है नास्तिक है,
But some are not theists or atheists.
बिचरा।
They're a bit in between.
अपन से पर मैं ये शब्द पढ़ा ना, अपन से पूछो
So ask yourself,
मैं नास्तिक तो नहीं हूँ,
check
नहीं,
yourself.
नहीं।
Am I an atheist? Am I a theist? Theist?
जो कल परसों के बोले में था कोई का, बाबा तो है बाबा समझा है ना, ब्रह्मा बाबा का सेवा या फिर याद क्या करूं, समझा है ना।
So somebody was saying that the other day in the
याद
Murli,
किसको कहा जाता है,
Baba talks about
उसके गहराई
Brahma
में
Baba,
जाना है।
Shiv Baba, and then
बाबा
I
ऐसे
understand
नहीं
that. So
कहता
what
है।
is remembrance? And so Baba says just to go deep
इतनी
into
याद से
remembrance.
फायदे हैं।
There's so many benefits through remembrance.
जो और कोई बात याद आती नहीं है,
Then you won't
मुझे तो
remember
बहुत
anything
फायदा है।
हाँ
बहुत फायदा है।
I have
याद
experienced
बाबा
many
करते नहीं
benefits.
है, बैठ के करूं खास, पर उसके सिवा और कोई बात याद आती नहीं है।
When I sit down to remember Baba, I don't remember anything else.
और सीढ़ी उतर के लिफ्ट में उतर से आती है,
I take a
कहाँ जा
lift,
रही
I
हो?
come down. Where am I going down to?
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
Where am I going?
पढ़ाने आई हूँ,
Have I come here to teach you something? No.
मुझे पढ़ाने नहीं आता
I
है,
don't know how to teach.
समझाने आता है।
I know how to explain, make you understand.
पढ़ाने में
But to teach
टीचर का
you,
रूप है,
the teacher is already there.
एक सिंपल बात सुनाती हूँ।
I'll share something simple.
है तो काम किया या न काम किया,
I don't know if it's useful or not
जब
useful.
हमारे लोग के बाप ने शरीर छोड़ा,
But when my Lokik father left his
वैसे वो
body,
सभी बच्चों से समर्पण हो गया था
he'd also surrendered to Baba when all the other children
उसने
had
शरीर
surrendered.
छोड़ा,
But when he left
तो
his
माँ को
body,
चिंता लगी
then my mother started
तो ये
worrying
बच्चे कैसे यहाँ पर लेंगे
that how will all my children live
तो
here
काके
in the yagya?
उसको प्यार से बुलाया
Then
आओ मैं
my
तुमको देता हूँ मैं संभालूंगा बच्चों को
the uncle called the daddy's mother and
तो ये जो
said,
संकल्प
you can
है
come
ना,
and stay
कैसे
with
चलेगा?
us and we'll look after you and all the
वो
children.
संकल्प
So it was the thought.
मोहवश भगत भूत आता है ना
The
कुछ भूत
thought
आता है
came
ना
out of attachment.
संभालो।
Baba says, talked about evil spirits. And so that
भूतों से
thought,
आज
evil
की मुझे क्या
spirit,
है?
attachment came. What was today's
कोई
Murli?
भूत आया मोह का संकल्प एक है।
Any evil spirit of attachment,
नहीं तो
it
इतनी
comes
भावना
through
थी,
the
इतनी
thought. Otherwise, there was such a good feeling in my mother.
पहले बेटे को लेके गई
But first, she took the son.
आइए मिलने
She came to me
बेटे लेके गई बाबा ने
and then
कहा
took the son.
बंदरी
Baba said,
आई,
the
मेरे
monkey
बच्चे को
came
लेके गई।
and she took my children away.
मोह जैसा बंदर
Because monkeys
बंदर
have
में वो
attachment.
होता है,
They have
मतलब
such
लोभ भी
attachment.
होता है,
They have
गुस्सा
greed
भी जल्दी
too.
आता है।
They get angry really fast as well.
नाराज भी जल्दी हो जाता
They get
है
upset very quickly.
फिर चार मेरे से चार थी
Then there were, Daddy's thinking she had four, Daddy can't remember if there were 4 other sisters other than her.
छोटा सा बॉम्बे में फ्लैट लेके
So,
सबको बुलाया
so she had a flat in Bombay, the mother, and
एक
called
थोड़ा
one by one,
संशय
she called all her daughters, the other 4.
पाकिस्तान हो गया
She had a bit of doubt.
कोई का पाकिस्तान हुआ ना कोई लौकिक में आ करके कुछ न कुछ लेकर के जगह पे दे दिया इम्पॉसिबल था
I'm not totally understanding. I think Daddy is saying when India and Pakistan got the partition happened, then
शिकारपुर गई शिकारपुर में
yeah, then somebody went to Shikarpur. Oh, they had a. So when the partition happened, somebody went to their
पर नंबर 1 गई
other home. She wanted to bring something for the yagya.
तो यज्ञ में समर्पण करना अपने आप को
I didn't understand it. Sorry, completely. But to surrender yourself to the yagya, there's so much power in that.
वे है वरदान विधि से सिद्धि
So the Murli today, there was in the blessing, the success by following the law. So to follow Baba's methods, then there's success.
बाबा को देना पड़ता है हम कुछ भी किया
Whatever I do right now,
एक माताएं थी
once there was a mother,
2-4 माताएं थी
there were 2-3
विधवा
mothers,
माताएं थी
they were widows,
कुछ था नहीं
they didn't have anything,
काली मिर्ची
they just had
धनिया,
black salt,
ये
coriander,
घर में साफ करके पीस के एक
They-
चुन्नी में तो कोई अच्छे कपड़े में
they
डाल
just
के
used
बाबा
to
के पास लेके
they
आए।
just used to bring the
Baba,
ground
कुछ
coriander
समर्पण नहीं।
in a little bundle for Baba.
बाबा ने कहा मेरे खाना खास
And
बने,
Baba-
ये मसाला डालो
Baba said that when you make food for me today,
ये मसाला
put these masalas
तो मैं-
into that.
ये याद की बात को थोड़ा सोचती हूँ ना
So when I remember the
कितने प्रकार
memories,
से बाबा की याद है
it's like there's so many different types of ways of
कितने
remembering
प्रकार से
Baba.
याद है।
So when I think about what
Ishran
is
karega.
remembrance, and I remember the memories as well of how Baba was,
Baba
there's
ke
many
bachche
different
ko
types
ishran
of
karo.
remembrances. And so the way
Ye
Baba
Baba
used to
ka
take
bachcha hai.
bath, and
मैंने
Baba's
कल तक
thought,
बताया, मैं भी इशरान करती इशरान कर ज्यादा बाबा की याद आती है
Daddy was sharing with somebody that when Daddy's having a bath, then there's real remembrance of Baba, and Daddy gets a lot of strength. I just had a shower just now and came, and so the way Baba used to think of himself as the child, and Baba is showering him, the same feeling.
ये आत्मा शरीर में बाबा का बच्चा है
So I, the soul, am in this body.
तो
I am
मैं बाबा
God's
बच्चा समझ के बाबा
child.
उठा लाएगा ना
So when I think of myself as God's child, then Baba will also think of me. Then I say to Baba, how can I do it? Baba is present. Baba is responsible. He's present at every moment. So you cannot have the thought, how can I do this? Baba is there. So the child maintains courage and comes in front of the father. So then the question is, why don't I have the courage? To give me an answer, why? Why is there no courage? Tell me. Because there isn't faith. As I am, what I am, I'll do what Baba likes. I'll never have the courage to do what other people like. I want to do what Baba wants me to do. And so there's a regard for Baba. To do what he wants, that's a sign of regard for Baba. Baba has so much love for me, and so I have to have regard for that love. And so what Baba likes, I automatically want to do that. That's what I want to do. So one is mind, body and wealth. One is mind, words and actions. They should be of such quality that Baba likes them. My mind, words and actions. And Baba has given us such knowledge of the drama. That perform such actions that for 21 births you don't look down at yourself. There is no kind of dishonor, that you right now perform such actions that you're able to maintain your honor for not just 21 but 84 births. So Murali Dada had seen Baba before knowledge, Sakar Baba. In this final birth, we never saw Baba as old. Murali Dada, stand up. That is saying, now Dada must be 90 years old. Baba was 93. Baba didn't have no sign of being old until the end. So you should think that if you're getting older, that being old shouldn't be visible, to always look young, youth. Baba makes you young. Baba's love makes you young. So not young and being a youth in terms of fighting and battling and arguing, but in remembrance and service, to be young and youthful. Somebody said, now I'm creating better balance of remembrance and service. Balance, to maintain balance. So that person said that they're learning. If you don't know how to have that balance, then how will you be able to do business? So to have, when you have faith in yourself and faith in Baba, then others will have faith in you. Baba will have faith in you.
Practical life mein Baba ka mere mein vishwas.
So for Baba's faith to be there in me, it's such a big thing for Baba to have faith in me. So how will Baba have faith in me? When I have total faith in Baba. Sometimes when things happen, people say that you can only clap when there's two hands, and so what that means is when there's a conflict, there's always two people involved. It's not just one person's fault. And so
बाबा
that whole thing of to have that faith from Baba, there's something has to be from your side as well.
अल्फाबे है
So there's alpha, there's beta.
अल्लाह भी बहुत चाहिए पढ़ाई क्या अल्लाह
So what is the study?
नहीं पढ़ सकता वो क्या पढ़ेगा
If somebody doesn't know the alphabet A, alpha, then how will they be able to study the rest of it?
A B C D A Atma B Baba
So A is for the soul, Atma, B is for Baba,
C
C.
D Dhamma C को
C?
क्या कहें बाबा
What can I say for C?
Children
Children. And D is for drama.
D drama है
D for drama.
क्वेश्चन पीछे आता है
Questions come up later.
रोक देता है
Questions stop you.
शान नहीं है
There isn't
ABC,
honor in having questions. Just have A, B, just understand A, B, C, D.
जब क्यों आया
When there's Q, when Q comes up in the alphabet,
कठिन लगता है वो
and it's like difficult to
ऐसे
even
करो,
write
वैसे करो।
Q. You have to do a few squiggles
और
and
queue में
lines.
खड़ा होना
And to
शान
stand in the queue too, that's not very honorable either.
राज्य में आने वाला
The one who's going to come into the kingdom,
कभी क्वेश्चन खड़ा करे
if they are to have
राज्य
questions,
पद कमाया।
then they will lose
तो
that
मैं वो
kingdom.
माँ की बात पूरी करूँ मेरी
So I want to finish that story about the Lokik
ये
mother.
यज्ञ कैसे चलेगा
And so Daddy's Lokik mother had that question about how the yajna will
तो खुद
sustain
18 रुपया
itself.
किराया बॉम्बे में कमरे का
So
वहाँ
her
बच्चों को संभाला
so her rent on the flat in Bombay was 18 rupees.
पता नहीं क्यों बाबा से प्यार था सुबह को सवेरे उठ के मैंने आंखों से जाकर देखा
I've seen with my own eyes that she used to have love for Baba before.
दिन भर के लिए कमाती थी दिन में नहीं दिखाती थी
In the morning she used
जो
to
लड़कियां थी ना
wake up in the morning, make papadums, and then have not in the daytime, but in the morning she used to for extra money.
स्कूल में जाती थी उनसे कमा के माँ को देती थी बाकी माँ के बोझा नहीं था चारों लड़कियों का
So for the mother, Daddy's mother, for her not to have the burden about all her daughters.
बाबा एक दिन ऑफिस में बुलाता है जनक यहाँ ये सेवा का जब बाबा मुड़ी चला रहे सेवा पर
Sorry, I wasn't so clear on who sustained the daughters. If it was Daddy who used to do something, or if it was the Lokik mother.
क्यों नहीं लिखा है मैं क्या
And so once Baba called Daddy and said, "Have you written a letter to your mother?" So this must be after Daddy's mother left for Bombay and left the yajna.
पिस्ता बन गए वो नीचे रह गए फिर लिखो
So write to them that so Daddy's father, how he's flown away, he's become an angel, and everybody else has remained down. And then the next day, Baba said to me, "You have to go to Bombay for service." I said to Baba, "Where will I go?"
सूक्ष्म सेवा का बाबा कहते ना
Baba had such thoughts about service.
कुर्ता पैजामा
I used to wear kurta pajama, not even a sari. We didn't have any thought about a toilet bag, toiletries. We just had a little comb, 2 dresses, and so put it in a little bag, a cloth bag, and took that. At 4 o'clock,
शांतमयी दादी
then Shantamani Daddy
तभी कैश संभालती थी
used to look after cash money.
25 रुपए का दे देना
So Baba said, "Give her
मैंने 5 रुपए भी
25
नहीं लिया।
rupees." I didn't even take 5 rupees.
निकली अहमदाबाद आई
I got to Ahmedabad.
आई एम सब जन सेवा करो
So when I did,
इतनी बाबा ने मेरे ऊपर हुज्जत रखी है
Baba has kept a right on me about doing service. And so there was a Jain temple in Ahmedabad. I did a lecture there in the morning, and somebody said, "Mataji, would you like something?"
मैंने कहा बॉम्बे जाना है
I said, I
टिकट
need to go to Bombay, and they got me a ticket for Bombay. So she didn't take money from the yagya, what Baba was giving
पर मुझे
to
पता ही
Daddy,
नहीं है,
25 rupees.
एड्रेस में लगे शैतान बिल्डिंग अभी तक है वो है
So Daddy didn't know the address
क्यों
properly,
शैतान
only
बिल्डिंग नाम
that
क्यों
the
रखा?
name of the building was
सामने था
called
काली का मंदिर।
Shaitan Building,
वो
and the
बिल्डिंग
name
बनाने
Shaitan
वाला
means devil. And why was that name there? Because
ऊंची
opposite
उठा
that
रहा था।
building was a
तो
Kali
ने
temple.
उनको साक्षात्कार कराया मेरे से ऊंचा नहीं जा सकता है तो उस बिल्डिंग में कोई रह ना सकता था जब लोग एक माँ रही तभी सबका विश्वास वो पहले रही
So people had fear of, they always have fear of goddess Kali, and somebody between the temple and that building, there must have been a little bit of a quarrel, and so people used to be scared to live in that building, and they thought there was a ghost there or something. But after Daddy's Lokik mother had stayed, then other people started to live there. So when Daddy got there in Bombay, Daddy didn't even take milk from her mother. I used to make my own food. The mother used to cry that you're not taking anything from me. But Daddy knew that mother had attachment and she didn't want anything from her mother. So Daddy went walking from Bombay. She was walking in the centers. How did she find the way? So whatever service Baba makes happen, we shouldn't have fear or confusion. So there was a small balcony where there were 5 people sleeping in one room, and in the balcony I used to go, I used to sort of stay there, but for Amrit Vela morning I used to go by Worli Sea Beach, and by the beach I used to have yoga, and then whoever was there I used to start sharing knowledge. So that's been my interest, is to share knowledge. Otherwise, what title will Baba will give me? That this one has the nature of a householder, doesn't have a student life. So to study and to share knowledge, that's my interest. And then people used to gather 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I used to have the thought, I should go somewhere else as well. So for just a little bit of money, you could get bananas or a bit of cardamom, and I just used to have a little bit, and I used to eat and then carry on going from one place to another. In the tram, not in the bus, but in the tram. I used to do service in one place and then again come back by myself. So the point is, should I remember Baba or Baba remember me with lots of love? This experience, by sharing this experience, the point of it is that so Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba know everything between them. I just say Baba for both of them. I don't. So when we explain to others, that's when we talk about Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. But for me, Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba both are one. So Baba is one. Between them, they know what they do have to do. So Baba has faith that whatever I explain to the child will go and explain to others. In Bombay, when Baba was there, Baba had created the picture of Trimurti. And so it was the picture of Brahma Baba. In all the 3 Trimurti, in Shankar, in Vishnu, in Brahma Baba, it was Brahma Baba's face. And so people were a bit scared that this Dada is calling himself Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. And then I said, I will explain, Baba. I will go and explain.
ऐसा पुरुषार्थ कौन करता है? मैं
Who
ये
makes this
बताने का
effort?
मतलब है,
My point of sharing all this is, you are all good, but who makes this effort in going to explain to others?
तो ऐसा इसकी जो दुआएं हैं ना,
The blessings.
आशीर्वाद अलग है, दुआएं
So
अलग
one is
है.
those ashirvad where you kind of have them from a guru or a great person, but the blessings that you have, that you receive from Baba's heart, that no matter what the body is like,
बेचारा 2-4 घंटा थोड़ा खिटपिट करेगा,
maybe for a few hours the body will
24
give a
घंटा
bit of
करने नहीं
distress.
दूंगी, 10 घंटा भी करने नहीं दूंगी. किसी ने कहा मैं नहीं चल सकता, मैं कहा क्या कर, भले बैठो पर ऐसे बाबा से शरीर को दृष्टि दिलाओ.
Just so some people, when they have physical difficulties with their bodies, Daddy just says that, let Baba's drishti go on your body. Give that strength to the body. Take Baba's drishti.
साकार में शरीर में बैठे इस शरीर द्वारा जो सेवा का पाठ है,
And so it's through the body that I can do this, do service. And
तो देह
to
से
give,
न्यारा रहना,
so yes, to remain beyond the consciousness of the body,
अशरीर भव,
to be bodiless. May you be bodiless. That's the blessing.
अशरीर भव. विदेह मुक्त,
To be
विदेह मुक्त,
so free.
विदेह हो गया
So to be free from the body,
तो
bodiless,
बनता कर्मातीत.
then you become karmatit.
तो ये जो बाबा का शब्द महावाक्य है ना, वो प्रैक्टिकली प्रैक्टिस करने से
So practically practice Baba's great words, because then there's benefit. It's been useful for me.
तो विश्वास
Faith
खुद में, बाबा
in the
में,
self, in
मुरली
Baba,
में,
in
आयतों
Murli,
में.
in each other.
मैं जब सबको देखती हूँ,
When I look at everyone,
मैं टोली अभी भी टोली खिलाऊंगी,
I will share Toli even now.
इसलिए खिलाती हूँ.
Why do I distribute Toli?
तुरंत सच गई बात.
Because then it'll settle inside. Everything that you've heard, it'll settle inside. Then your feet will start moving. You'll do something with what you've imbibed then.
जो करना है आप कर ले, कल कैसे
Do whatever you have to do now.
प्लान बनाने में आप लोग बनाते टाइम
You guys all make plans. I don't have time. Just do. What do you have to do now? Do now.
अब क्या करने का,
What do you have to do now?
मनसा से
With your mind,
किसी को यहाँ की खींचो है,
to give that power so that others are attracted to that mother from yesterday in the public program. I'm not going to let go of her. So no matter how big somebody might be, but the atmosphere here, it'll make sleep run away. And when these people will explain to the world, it'll be our feeling, but it'll be their words. So Janti write to her. So the feeling, bhavna, will be ours, but they will be able to speak for us.
जो इन्होंने किया है बुद्धि, थोड़ी बुद्धि है.
So she was a bit, she was elderly, and I think they're saying that she wasn't elderly, and Daddy's saying, but she wasn't elderly like me. Okay, we're going to now distribute Toli. Om Shanti. So what was the point of sharing this story? Not my mother, my sister, but what do I have to do? Through Baba's directions, to open up centers. When she was in the hospital, Baba was also in the hospital. Baba said that whatever food you're giving me, also feed her. So Baba doesn't let go. Baba gives.
बोल देता है।
Papa gives lots and lots.
मुझे गारंटी है।
I know there's a guarantee.
कौन देखेगा मेरे अंत में? तो देखेंगे।
Will you see my final moments?
नहीं देखेंगे ना। क्या पुरुषार्थ है अंत मत?
So Daddy's final moments, just quick, gone. That's the effort.
क्या करूं? कौन सेवा करेगा?
What to do? Who will do service? Not to think like that.
अभी तो सेवा तो करती है ना।
So Daddy's looking at one of the mothers in the audience and saying how she's still doing service, one of the mothers who helps in the kitchen. Okay, thank you.
जैसे भंवर से निकल के नैया आ पहुँची है किनारे, जैसे भंवर से निकल के नैया आ पहुँची है किनारे। इस दुनिया में मिले हो बाबा, जग के तुम्हीं सहारे। मिल रही है प्रभु से हमको, मिल रही है प्रभु से हमको, स्वर्ग की सौगात है।